All right, so back to J.Lo and A-Rod. You know, she's very successful. She's a very successful woman, and
yes,
obviously we've known that she's a successful performer and entrepreneur, and she's just so smart with her decisions. But you know what? Sometimes I don't know if she makes the right decisions with her relationships, and I just think it's difficult. You know, it's difficult to be a success in everything in life, and we know that obviously, you know, she's a very tough person, right? And she hasn't gotten as far as she has by, you know, being an easy person and making light decisions. You know, she makes very clear decisions. And you know, that can be sort of tough on a relationship, especially when she's such a massive superstar. But it's just interesting to know that, you know, you can be so successful at one thing and not at the other. And in her case, it's relationships.
1000%. And speaking about relationships, you know, one thing that, especially with this whole, you know, J.Lo experiences that we're going back in days and realizing, one of the things that really stood out to me is how J.Lo kind of somewhat molds herself into the relationship that she's in.
Molds.
So I'll take I don't know if my team here is with me, but if you look at her relationship with even P. Diddy.
Okay.
When she was with P. Diddy, even the way she dressed was more urban, was more that New York.
Jenny from the block.
It was Jenny from the block, you know? So you see that side to her. And when I'm saying that she molds, doesn't mean that she loses her essence, but she creates this balance with her relationships that I do love, because that's what it is. When you're in a relationship, you're not in it alone.
By the way, I love this look.
This is one of my favorite J.Lo looks.
I love this look,
This is one of my favorite J.Lo looks. Then we proceed to seeing J.Lo in another relationship. Let's think of that Hollywood J.Lo. And what do you think of Hollywood J.Lo? You think what she was with Ben Affleck.
Gotcha.
You get me? And J.Lo started molding herself into this superstar that we knew
like
she was going to become.
Like the Hollywood glamour.
Yes. And you see that with her, and you know, even adopted the name once again, Bennifer. Do I adapt with my men? You know, I think we all do it subconsciously, because you create this. You have to have a little bit of sacrifice and compromise when you're in a relationship. Not everything is gonna be just the way how it should be. Like, how do I explain it? I know that sounded.
See, that doesn't happen to me.
You have to give a little bit, right?
You have to. It's give and takes in relationship.
But that molding is not giving a little bit.
But listen, as a woman, there's sometimes let's talk about, like, say a man, like me, my man, in my personal opinion. My boyfriend really likes the reggaeton world and that world, and I wasn't so involved in that world. I was more of that pop, like, you know, Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, you know? And so I got with him and I started listening, and then I started liking it more.
You give and take.
You give and take, and then you start molding, and then you see me, I'm like an Edie Queen now, let me tell you. Cardi B.
Jair, what did you do?
And then talking about that, J.Lo did the same thing with Marc Anthony. She started touching into her Latina roots when she got with Marc Anthony. You guys even remember when they did that hit together, No Me Ames? And J.Lo started touching more in her Latina roots and started straying away not just from that, you know, Latinx Jenny from the block.
Yeah. Well, the No Me Ames came way before they were even a couple. I mean, that was back
but she was already talking to Marc during that time, and then you guys that started creating you know, they got married eventually.
Yeah, because that was back in 1999, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know.
But then they released a salsa album and everything, and so, I mean, there was definitely, and then the Hector Lavoe movie, that's right, yes, you're right.
So she starts tapping into more of that Latin side, you know?
So wait, is she doing it with A-Rod now?
Hello, don't you remember the challenge with no sugars, no nothing? She's now into the gym, into working out, and that's what A-Rod is. J-Rod, listen to me creating a name, right? A-Rod is super into fitness. If you've seen all his other past relationships, he's always been seen with his girls in the gym, hitting the gym, you know? And with J.Lo now, you see J.Lo and him going to yoga together, working out together. She even started that challenge of no sugar together.
That's right, for those 10 days.
You get what I mean? So she starts molding into her men in that sense. But I will, and I have to clarify, it doesn't mean that she loses who J.Lo is in the essence. And I think that's what I love most about J.Lo, is that even after all these relationships, if she gets hurt about it, she's not one to sulk in it. She's one to say, okay, it hurt me, but I move on to the next. Look at her. She started from backup dancing to then singing to then acting, Selena, and then becoming an international superstar singer-wise. She's directed different series. She's always progressing and bettering herself after every relationship.
How strong is she really if she can't really be alone? Because I feel like she's never alone, and she said that before, that she's not a person that likes being without a man by her side. And I don't know how strong that is.
But
I feel like un clavo saca otro clavo. That's like how she works. How do you say that in English?
To get over someone, you have to get under someone else. Yes.
Exactly. Or over. Okay.
Or on top.
No, but she did say that like she didn't like being alone or without a guy. So I don't know. I don't feel like that means that she's that strong.
I mean, I guess, that is a good way of looking at it, right?
That's a good point.
Right. But then that goes back to just, again, in my case of, hey, you're strong in so many different things, but maybe she just, you need that sort of emotional connection, right? And regardless of all this, success that she has, that's possibly what's like.
But let's also remember, being in a relationship doesn't make you weaker or stronger. It's all about yourself. And I think J.Lo, and that's why I say J.Lo's, her essence is always there. She's a strong, empowered woman. She knows who she is, but she gets with this other person and she's aware of that too, but never loses her.
Now, Claudia, you talked about something about Leos.
Right.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, in a joint interview for Vanity Fair, Alex Rodriguez explained that one of the reasons for them to hit it off so well is that they're both Leos, but also he credited his success for being both Latinos and from New York.
I can totally see that.
Which, I mean, I do agree, and they do have like a lot of things in common. I just still...
Yeah, listen, my parents are Leos, both of them. So I see the relationship and how this works. If you guys forget what Leos are they love attention, they love to love, they are very protective, they are very loyal.
Okay, I get that, but can two Leos coexist together?
Yeah, they could, but sometimes
that's what I'm asking. Two lions basically coexisting together.
I feel like it's very hard.
Yeah.
It's very, very passionate.
Yes.
Very hard.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't.
But it's doable.
It is doable. It's always doable if they're both like on the same page and they're both willing to like mold.
But, can I say something here that I sometimes especially there's petty comments online about how J.Lo is now dating another guy. Oh my gosh, she's getting married again. Let's not forget, guys, that A-Rod's dated a lot too, and it's okay. They're both in a great spot right now, and I think this relationship
Of course. So now the question is, will they make it? Yes or no? You guys, please let us know in the comments because we've already told you what we think. Amigos, aquí en Latinx Now hablamos de todo, desde Bieber hasta Balvin.
Así es. Y lo que tienen que hacer es apretar un botoncito por adonde.
¿Botocito por dónde?
Me salió el cubano.
Botoncito. El botón.
Suscríbanse, hundan el botón. Botón.
¿Dónde está el botoncito?
Mientras aprendemos cómo hablar español.
Botoncito. Botoncito. Botoncito.